Hey, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is a return of Sonic Adventure 2. We have Rhythm and Balance, White Jungle, and Soarin over the Space. Cosmic Wall. I'm going to assume those are stages. From Deoxys Prime channel, requested by RedBlaze27, Krebin, and Stormfall7. All old school requesters. Okay. Well, Sonic Adventure is, well, it's Sonic. I don't know how to say anything else. Sonic is crazy. Fun fact, the last time I heard Sonic, I said something like, damn, Sonic sounds like this, and someone called me out. Like, man, you say that every video. I'm like, yeah. Good. Sonic is unpredictable. I have no idea what the hell. I don't know if I'm going to hear butt rock or if I'm going to hear zippity doodah. This is Rhythm and Balance, White Jungle, Sonic Adventure 2. I hear the jungle part. My first thought was like snow, like a snowy jungle. Oh my god, this sounds like it will make me cry. Again, what is Sonic music? You know what this reminds me of? There was a game called Jet Moto. Just that feeling of like... Then again, Sonic is known for speed, so that makes sense. Is this one of the, this might be a dumb question, but is this one of the faster games? I know they're all fast, but like, what is considered like the fastest Sonic game? Ooh. That was cool. It was like, it got really tight for a second, then it opened back up. Oh yeah? Those scratching? Oh man, alright. Who composed this, is it? Can I take a guess? Is this Otani? Oh yeah! It sounds like it was made in like 2002. Those vocals are very 2002, 2003. Excuse me. Okay, that's enough. Sonic Adventure 2 release 2001. Damn. Not bad, not a bad guess at all. Yeah, dude, that was like the most post-grunge vocal ever. I don't know who that was or what they were saying. There's no information on this description, but okay. At this point, I'm convinced that Sonic has done every single genre of music there is, besides maybe country. Although, just saying that, I felt like I just shot myself in the foot, and someone or 100 of you are going to be like, well, actually, there's that one game that... Because I've even heard stuff like royal sounding stuff, like, you know, really regal and castle stuff. What have they not done? Anyways, this is really cool because this reminds me of a lot of my favorite soundtracks. I'm a big fan of... And when I say this, I mean in video games. I'm a big fan of like jungle, no pun intended, and drum and bass, you know. Just a very cool, smooth, well, it's not really that smooth, but for me it's a very like, it's a kind of a tranquil sound, as chaotic as it is. Chaotic. And I'm punny today. And that has to do with the soundtracks I grew up. But I like it in video games. I don't own any CDs of drum and bass. I don't, I don't even know any artists. I'm just saying I really like it in games, and in Sonic it works probably the best out of anything I could imagine, because it's fast, it's quick, and rarely does it slow down. Even when it slows down, the tempo is there, but the drums just get like put away for a second, and they just get like, a heavy envelope filter or something, but it's still there, and then it can eventually like warps back. So I was thinking, so the song is called Rhythm and Balance, and then in parentheses it says White Jungle. So it doesn't leave very much, room to guess. So I would have to assume it's a very, what came to mind is Temple Run. Is it called Temple Run? You guys know what I'm talking about? That mobile game that like was everywhere like 10 years ago? Was it 10 years ago? I don't know, whatever. But I was thinking of that, like just, a bunch of temples and just trees, vegetation everywhere, and like monkeys and stuff. And the sound effects kind of gave that effect. Although I'm trying to imagine it as like as a Sonic level. I'm not familiar with Adventure 2 or any of them really. I know some Sonics for sure are side scrollers. I know some are behind the back. But either way, I'm trying to imagine like, sometimes I look it up. This time I don't want to. You guys can tell me. But I'm imagining like behind the back, and then just I don't know. I don't know. I'm really trying to picture it, because if it's like a straight line. I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother. But it's a jungle, right? It has to be. The only thing I'm confused on is the white. Is it snowing here, or is it just? Well, I guess what else could it be? What else can make a jungle white? Fog? No. Either way, very cool. It sounded to me like, if you guys have ever stepped into a Hot Topic before like the year 2010, when it was a kind of heavy goth store. For the young people here, Hot Topic used to be like a kind of gothy rock metal store. It's no longer that. It's a meme store basically now. But I mean, it makes sense that the store is called Hot Topic. Anyways, this would be like the kind of music you would hear going into a Hot Topic back then. Besides, like, I don't know, the Cradle of Filth or something. This is really cool. I don't know the composer, I don't know the composer or the singer. Let me know. But we have another song to go to. This is Cosmic Wall. So we're going from the jungle to what I have to believe is now space. We're going everywhere. Soarin' over the space. I'm going to make a guess, and it's just a shot in the dark. I feel like in the first 10 seconds of the song, we're going to hear a crescendo or beeps and boops. Every time I think of space, I think doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is Soarin' over the space from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, that was way off. And claps? Okay, so it's slower, heavier, very kind of 80s. Okay. I like being wrong. That's cool. Power chords just to like color the... That's cool. This recording sounds kind of muffled. This is old. 11 years ago. I would have to assume it sounds clear in game, or does it sound like this? That's the second time there's DJ scratches. And there's claps right here. Whoa, this is such a weird mix of noises. But it's cool. Oh, the bass line is nice. very like walking kind of bass. Oh, that's cool. I love less is more, man. Very simple loop, but it sounds so airy. It sounds so open, fitting with space. This is good. This is gonna get stuck in my head. Simple, straight to the point. Harmony. It's almost over. Oh, I just thought of something. No fade out, nothing? Just... Oh, okay. Sonic Adventure 2. You know what? Let me see what songs I've heard from this game, because I'm pretty sure I've never heard Adventure 2 sound like any of these two. When I think Adventure 2, I'm thinking more like Crush 40, or maybe that's Sonic Adventure 1. Jesse's Auditorium, Sonic Adventure 2. I've heard Escape from the City, City Escape. Oh yeah, gosh. Yeah, see, that's the sound I'm thinking of. Like that kind of rock, Crush 40 stuff. I've heard Pumpkin Hill. Oh yeah, that one was kind of like hip hop. I've heard Live and Learn. Jeez. These songs have crazy numbers. Keys, the Ruin, Pyramid Cave. I don't remember that at all. That was 2 years ago. Supporting Me. I've heard a lot of Sonic Adventure 2. Damn. Oh, that's it. Okay, but either way, I don't remember it sounding like this, right? Like, when I think Sonic Adventure 2, I think of Escape the City. That sound. So I would have to imagine the whole soundtrack is just like a huge mix of stuff. Or is Crush 40 like more reserved for like endgame, big moment, story stuff? Or is it just truly all over the place? These are really good. I really like the second one. The second one is up my alley because it's kind of got this simple repetition. And for me, it's like kind of an earworm. I'm going to remember that. I'm not saying it's hard for me to remember songs here, but I listen to so many all the time that in order for me to like hold on to just a little bit of it is a big deal. And I'm definitely going to remember dun, dun, dun. Like I can remember that because of the halftime feel shift and I guess the scratches, which by the way, I was going to bring up. It makes sense that this is 2001 because in 2001, that was like the heyday of nu metal, NU-metal, right? This was like the days of Linkin Park, Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. What else? Static X. You know what I mean? The combination of like hard rock metal with like scratches was like all over the place here. It was all over the radio. Incubus was doing it too, and they weren't even metal. So it's nice to see. You know, I'll give Sonic credit on that regard. They're very modern with whatever's happening, and you can tell that it's done such a good job of that because I was able to predict 1 year off. You know, because I'm like, this sounds to me like what did I say, 2002? It sounds like that. When I hear the older games, it sounds like the mid 90s. When I hear Frontiers, it sounds like, you know, 2020 metal-ish stuff like that. So I would have to imagine the latest game, which I'm not entirely positive, but I think it has to do with Shadow. I would have to imagine that just sounds like kind of modern day music, just with its own spin. I think Sonic is immortal. And I think everyone knows that. But to me, it's very bizarre because Sonic was very well like the first video game I ever played, Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis. Right? I was like 3, 4, 5 years old. So for me to see the growth of it all these years and still relevant as ever, it's never going to go away. Not only just like, I mean, I guess if you're a Sonic fan, what I'm saying is like you're set. There's always going to be a game. It's always most likely going to be great. The movies have done really well. I haven't even seen the movies yet, but I kind of don't want to because I'm not going to get any of the references. But I heard that they're so good that they're just fun regardless. Sonic is just a winning formula, just like Mario, just like Kirby, just like whatever. And the music's always going to deliver. Oh, and like Pokemon too. I think those are like the big. I think when I think of like the big powerhouses of video games, is like Zelda, Pokemon, Mario, Sonic, and did I forget something? Kirby? Did I say Kirby? Zelda, Kirby, Mario, Sonic, Pokemon. Yeah. I feel like there's maybe another one in there that's like, it's just like they feel immortal. They're always going to sell and do well. And the music is always going to deliver. And Pokemon's another one that's like I kind of grew up with, sort of. So it's cool seeing it thrive because I remember when I was a kid and I thought Sonic 1 and 2 music was like the coolest shit ever. So it's cool that other people agreed, And when I was playing my Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color, I was like, I don't know. Everyone else is not talking about the soundtrack. Everyone else is just talking about the episodes. I'm over here like humming the Pokemon Center theme as a kid. So I feel very validated doing all this. There's others out there that paid attention to this stuff. Anyways, those are both fantastic. Let me know the settings for them. Although I think I can take a guess. Sonic Adventure 2, another layer to it. Interesting. It's not just Crush 40. That was awesome. Both of them are great. And that's it. So thank you to all the requesters. Big shout out to Hal for boosting this one up through the Platinum system. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Thanks to all the support you see on screen. Peace.